Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 176. Thanks for being here. I took a week off, okay? I'll admit it. I took a week off. I think I was avoiding that. I was avoiding, taking responsibility for that, but I did it, okay? I did it. I took a week off. Because, I'm trying to I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling funny that day. And I was busy with other shit too. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it is healthy to not do something when you don't want to do it, So maybe that'll happen again. Maybe it won't. And that's the very, really good guarantee. Okay. I'm very unreliable. But it's all good, dude. Okay, what's been going on, dude? Well, first off, shout out to the friggin' Patreon, dude. We've been having fun over there. The bonus episodes. I'm gonna record one after this, but yeah, been fun, man. It's been more like chill stuff, like Q&A type things. We're going through the subreddit a lot. It's been really fun. It's more like relaxed type shit, and I like it. But man, this shit has just been like, everything sort of just like fades into the next thing, and it all becomes one thing. And I can't really, and I can't really pick one thing to talk about because everything is just one thing. Apparently, but I put out a video on my main channel. About an anti-masker Christian movie, and dude, it banged. It fucking banged. I haven't had a video perform that well in a very long time, so that felt good, man. That felt fucking really sick. It's 1 of 10. If you don't know, YouTube does the fucking, when you upload a video, it tells you how well it's performing, like in comparison to the last 10 videos you did. And mine's number 1, dude. The one is number 1. So, and it's honestly doing so well that I don't think I will ever have another 1 of 10 that will beat that. Because it's like 1 million views more than I usually get. But hey, man, it was fun. I know, and whenever I do, dude, it's so weird. Okay. I don't know if I should talk about this or not, but whenever I do a video about like Christian content, I want to say like I honestly have critiques and I have my own opinions towards Christianity and Catholicism and just like the church and everything, but like I don't. If you're a Christian and a Catholic, I don't fucking care, right? Like that's your shit, that's your life. I don't fucking care. Do what you want, But like people do not give a fuck about what I say until I'm like, Christianity's kind of weird. I don't think the Bible is real. And then people will fucking lose their mind. Maybe it's just because I'm not a spiritual person or a religious person. So like if someone were to make fun of like I guess I don't have any beliefs. So that's the thing. Have no beliefs and you won't get offended. And also the only thing I said was like the joke that I made in my video that was getting some blowback from a couple Christians. I said that the movie, it seems like they were just making up the plot of the movie as they went along. And then I said, which is probably what they did with the Bible. Because like that's what the Bible is, right? It's not a retelling of actual things, or is that what I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. All I'm saying If you're Christian, that's great. If you're Catholic, that's great. But like, it's so funny that like people will be like, "Oh yeah, you can make fun of it. Oh, you're making fun of that person's fucking shirt? Hell yeah, you can do it. This guy's awesome." And then you're like, and then they say something that's like, "Hey, there's a lot of. Have you heard about those freaking those priests are like really dangerous towards children?" And they're like, "Hey, come on, you lost a subscriber. You lost a subscriber, Kurt." And I miss them, and I miss you. If you're watching this, that one upset Christian, I'm sorry, and I want you to come back. But no, for the most part, honestly, their response has been great, and it's just always fun to read the negative comments and laugh at it. Also, another huge update, another massive update. 6 months ago, I posted a video about Pokemon cards. You know, how it's getting into cards and how it's interesting, like the whole world of like trading cards. And at the end of it, this sort of started as a Pokemon thing, and the video ended as like a Digimon card thing. And I've been really into Digimon cards. Because I just love Digimon more than Pokemon. If you see the video, you fucking get it. But in the video, the thing was like, I was like, there's a set of Digimon cards. They have really valuable cards because they're numbered to 100. So there's only 100 of each of the numbered ones made. So I was like, last 6 months, bro, I don't know how many boxes I've opened. I don't know how much fucking money I've spent. Like thousands of dollars to get a gold numbered card. And last week, dude, I was randomly opening a box because I've opened like 20 boxes without pulling one. So I was like, what's one more to just open? It's not going to be in there. So I didn't record myself. I wasn't streaming. And then, what do you know? I fucking pulled one, dude. I pulled a gold numbered card. It's fucking Patamon. It's 94 of 100. It's over there, and I'm too lazy to go get it. Yeah, man. Fucking huge. I'm so excited. So you're probably thinking, like, what? So since you spent, like, thousands of dollars, you're probably going to get this thing graded. You're probably going to sell that shit, make all your money back. No. I am never selling it. It is my prized possession now. It is my prized possession. I'm honestly too scared to get it graded because I don't want to send it in the mail, right? Some stranger's friggin' hands all over it, you know? Shuffling it around. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll see. Might keep it raw. We'll see. But dude, that was such a huge feel. Dude, I have a video that I recorded when I pulled it because I just needed to like record that it actually happened. When was it? Okay, here it is.
Oh, yo. My heart's beating so fast right now. Holy shit.
That was my reaction. Oh, yo.
Oh, yo.
Oh, yo. I was fucking yodeling, dude. That's how excited I was. I was like, yo. That's what happened. But it feels good, man. That's just a lesson for you. If you work hard at something and you spend a lot of money on it, eventually it'll happen. Dude, I want to talk about this fucking shit. Bro, we'll change the subject. Let's get this sound effect going. Oh, I'm rusty, dude. Okay. So, dude, I got to talk about these Canadian truckers, man. If you guys haven't seen the news, there's let's see if I can find an article about it, but there's this there's these truckers in Canada who are on this thing called a freedom convoy. Let's record my screen so y'all can see this shit. Okay. Freedom Convoy. Why Canadian truckers are protesting in Ottawa, which is the nation's capital, which is the capital of Canada. After a week-long drive across Canada, a convoy of big rigs has arrived in the national capital to protest vaccine mandates and COVID-19 measures. Organizers insist it will be peaceful, but police say they're prepared for trouble. The movement has sparked by a vaccine mandate for truckers crossing the U.S.-Canada border, implemented by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Liberal government earlier this month. Upset with the new measure that would require unvaccinated Canadian truckers crossing the two nations' boundary to quarantine once they've returned home, a loose coalition of truckers and conservative groups began to organize the cross-country drive that began in Western Canada. There's been it's a lot. So, like, it's weird when it's just so frustrating because, like, there are, like, First Nations people who are, like, protesting, you know, they're like, hey, can we get, like, clean water, you know? There's, like, Native people who, like, want, they just want, like, clean fucking drinking water, right? And they're trying to, like, preserve, like, the environment and, like, actual, like, things that are important to Earth and shit. And they're like, no one fucking cares. Like, in Canada, literally no one cares. And then it's like when all this is happening, when these grown-ass men with jobs that they choose to have, and I'm not trying to be like, just get a different job, but, like, you might have to. Hey, man, you might have to. Because you travel, you cross borders and shit. And dude, freedom freedom. How fucking like privileged and just fucking so far removed from like what actual freedom like is. Like Canada, you can fucking do whatever you could. Oh, okay. We have it so, if you're a fucking, all these guys are white dudes, straight up. All the fucking truckers I've seen are just white dudes, like white old guys being like, this is not the Canada I know. This is a human rights, this is a human rights problem. You know, they're taking away our freedoms and our rights. This is a human rights issue. And then the interviewer will be like, so what do you think about like, you know, all the residential schools and stuff and all the, you know, all the fucking people not, you know, all the Native people not able to get clean drinking water and stuff. And they're like, oh, shut up. This isn't about that. This is about the important stuff. Me not wanting a needle. I am scared. I am scared of needle. My mom would always sew when I was a kid and I'd go, ah! You know, I'd be like, get that needle away from me. You know, one time I went to Seattle, almost had a fucking heart attack. I saw the Space Needle, huge. Biggest fucking needle I ever seen, dude. Never going back to Seattle now, especially because I'm not going to get vaccinated. Fucking idiots, man. I mean, like, yeah, truckers, yeah, man, like, your job is important, you know? And, you know, I'm all for, like, fucking protesting for, like, better wages and shit. But, like, the fact that the government's like, hey, you're going to be, like, crossing the border when there's a fucking highly contagious, like, deadly virus going around. And y'all are old as piss. So, like, you should get the fucking vaccine. And you guys live off of... You guys are old as piss and you guys live off of fucking 7-Eleven taquitos. You for sure should get the vaccine. Okay? You guys live out of... You guys eat microwave chicken for, like, every meal. Because you're a 60-year-old white trucker, okay? You put a raw chicken breast in the microwave, you put on fucking 9 minutes, and you go take a shower in the fucking gas station, and then you go, oh, dinner's ready. And I'm not shaming truckers, that's fine, but it's fucking so annoying. That's a cool job to have. It's a great job, right? If you do it, that's fine. But like, holy shit, just get the fucking vaccine. It's so easy. It's literally so easy, and it's safe, and it just saves lives. Let's watch this video. No shortage of support. No shortage of support for Freedom Convoy despite frigid temperatures. That's the other thing, dude. There's been so many fucking protests over the last year. There was like a anti-mask thing here like yesterday in Toronto, and it's like, it's minus 20. What are you guys doing? Stay inside. Are you kidding? You're protesting that in negative 20 weather? You guys are insane. Okay. Let's watch this interview.
It's going to be bigger. This ain't nothing. We got the ground rumbling now, but just wait. It's going to really rumble.
That was the most Canadian dude I've ever seen. It's very bad right now. It's gonna fucking rumble up. It's gonna rumble.
Hundreds of trucks passed through Saskatoon and Regina Monday before stopping in
That was Regina, by the way, not vagina. Because, whoa, if you're a kid, no, if you're a boy, an immature boy in Canada, every time, whenever you did geography and you're learning the provinces and like the cities and shit, and you'd have to like, someone had to like say Regina, dude. Every boy in the class would be like, it sounds like vagina. I love school.
Algoni for the night. They're convoying from BC to Ottawa in protest of the new vaccine mandate for truck drivers crossing the border.
A lot of people are trying to say that these types of things are done out of anger, but this is actually being done out of frustration towards the things that the government...
Is that the fucking same? You know, a lot of people are saying, this is people are doing this out of anger, but they're not, okay? It's out of frustration. Very different. I wouldn't say I was happy. I'd say I'm joyous. About this. I wouldn't say I'm happy, though.
Government is imposing upon Canadian citizens.
The last few years have been hard on everybody. We're not getting nowhere.
I wonder why, dude. Oh, I wonder why we're not getting anywhere, dude. Because fuckos like this guy just won't get vaccinated, man. Last year was really hard. I got COVID like 30 times. And I wish there was a way to stop that from happening. There is. A super easy way. It's free too, buddy. It's free. It's free.
You know, this is our freedoms, our rights. They've been taken away. We want them back. We want our...
What? Okay. What freedom and rights have been taken? Honestly, though, like we could still do everything. You can still do everything you want. You're still driving a truck, right? I just don't understand. Like to take this, to be so like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I don't care. I'm not going to the movies. I'm not going to fucking restaurants anymore. I just can't get this fucking free vaccine that was literally made by the smartest doctors ever to save everyone's lives. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it. And if you're a fucking... I always get at least one comment from an anti-vaxxer that somehow watches me still for some reason. And if you're watching, how about... That's for you, okay? It's just like, I'm so fucking over people being like, well, it's my choice. I should be able to have the choice. Sure, but like, don't fucking make a fuss about it when this is your fault. You could have just not had to do all this, right? The rights couldn't have been taken away. It's so frustrating, man.
Our decision.
The The convoy was met with a large number of supporters braving the cold along the way, many of whom say they are fully vaccinated but are simply against vaccination mandates.
There does seem to be a shift in public opinion in terms of...
All right, that's cap. That's cap for sure. Can we get... Let me see the... I want to see their vaccine fucking passport. I highly doubt that. Because you could just lie and be like, no, I am fully vaccinated. I am. Trust me. I'm just not not for the vaccines. That's fucking lying. They're lying.
Where we are in the pandemic.
Professor Pennycook says coming up on 3 years of pandemic life, some are willing to take back control of their own health risks, and this movement is the perfect platform.
This is a straightforward and convenient way for people to voice their frustrations with, not just the restrictions, but with the pandemic itself.
University of Vagina, that's where he works.
Just, life hasn't gone back to normal, and we got vaccinated and everything. Most of us are vaccinated. We kind of want our lives to go back to normal.
He also acknowledges that the protest's messaging could be high.
Yeah, I mean, that is okay. That is one thing I've also said. It's like, it's frustrating that we still have frequent lockdowns in Ontario and Canada and stuff when a majority of the people did what they're supposed to do, right? We're like, what, like 80%, almost 90% fucking fully vaccinated or something in Canada? So I get the frustration, for sure. But again, you could be using all of this frustration to, like, actually protest against, like, real human rights violations and stuff. But hey, who knows? What do I know, right?
Let's go back to normal.
He also acknowledges that the protest's messaging could be hijacked if the convoy turns into multiple protests.
And that's the other thing that I've almost fucking skimmed over. This whole thing, like, there has been so many, like, pictures of people who are at these protests of people who have, like, fucking swastikas on their arms and shit. Like, this isn't a fucking, like, this is like a white supremacist fucking, like, run thing. Like, swastikas displayed at Canadian Freedom Convoy protests against vaccination mandates. Okay. And the Confederate flag. Dude, imagine. Imagine being a fucking Canadian flying the Confederate flag. You bozo. You fucking bozo. That had nothing to do with us. That had nothing. That was an American thing. What the fuck are you doing? You weren't even there. She doesn't even go here. You know? Mean Girls? I feel like even a southern, like, fucking redneck person who, like, genuinely flies a Confederate flag, if they saw a Canadian do that, they'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, I feel like they wouldn't be down. Like, they have, loose morals. So they'd be like, well, I guess they have strong morals, but in the wrong direction. But even they would be like, fuck you, man. That's not right. That's not cool, man. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Every day I'm reminded that there's so many just fucking idiots in Canada. And it sucks, man. It's frustrating. A lot of truckers going to be out of jobs. And I'm going to take every last one of them. Yeah. I'm going to be a trucker. Buy YouTube and be a trucker now. Trucker, I hardly know her. There we go. There we go. Okay, what should we talk about? I'm done talking about those fucking idiots. I don't know. Get vaccinated, guys. It's safe. It's good. And I want this to be over. What should we talk about next? I have a few things we could touch on. Okay. Let's talk about that. All right. So there's this trend on TikTok going around, and just on the internet in general, but it's people talking about like getting the ick. And that means the ick, much discussed on TikTok and Instagram lately, is where attraction to a current or potential partner is suddenly flipped to a feeling of disgust. Okay, so it's like when you're with someone, maybe you're dating someone, you start seeing someone, you're on a date with them, and then they do something weird or bad, and you're like, oh, I don't really see you as a sexual being anymore. I don't see this going anywhere that direction, right? So like, like I think like there's some valid ones, right? There's some valid icks you could get, like if you're starting to see someone, you go to dinner with them and they're like mean to your server, right? They're rude to the hospitality staff and servers and shit, and they don't tip. That's a big ick. All right, huge ick. Or if like, they like, I don't know, like sell your cat for, so they could buy like a PS5. That's a big ick, That's a no-no. If you're thinking about doing that, fellas, if you're thinking about doing that, don't do it. Okay? Trust me, it will not end, it will not end well. I've never done it. I've never sold a cat for a PS5, okay? I would have got a PS5 and an Xbox One. Okay, I would have got a more bang for the buck. Okay, but like honestly, bro, some of these icks, I don't know, man. I feel like some of these icks are just a little bit too small. Like they're just so nothing at all for people to like, actually. I don't know. I'll play one.
Here's a really good ick for you to get over that person. I don't know if it's already been done before. Imagine them making their Bitmoji.
Yeah, like that's not that. This is the type of icks that I don't fucking understand. It's like the doing the most normal shit ever. The most basic normal day shit, and people and girls are like, yo, fuck this guy, he's ugly as shit now. That's so crazy. What's wrong? I feel like you just don't like your partner. I feel like you just don't like your boyfriend. I feel like you just fucking hate your boyfriend. If picturing him making a Bitmoji is going to make you like not like them. That's so like, because me, when I think of Jenna, my girlfriend who I fucking love with all my heart, picturing her make her Bitmoji, that's adorable. That is so adorable. I love that. That makes me so happy. Looking through all the little outfits, right? Picking the hair that's right for her, and it looks like her, and it's like that's so cute, okay? And I love that, and I love her, right? So there's a fucking. I think you just hate your fucking boyfriend. It's like imagine like you going to see your friends and stuff, and they're like, and you're like, hey, where's Tyler? Isn't he gonna come? Where's Tyler? He's not coming tonight? And your friend's like, no, we broke up. Oh my god, why? That's so weird. You guys have been together for so long. What happened? Did he do something? Yeah. Honestly, guys, he did something pretty fucked up, and I don't even know if you want to hear it. No, we want to hear. What did Tyler do? We're your best friends. You need to tell us. What did he do? Well, he didn't wait till the water was all the way boiled to pour it into his oatmeal. So, pretty much gave me the ick, and I kicked him out. He's like, "What are you fucking serious? That's not that big of a deal. That's actually kind of smart because, like, if you wait till it gets boiling, it's too hot. It's too hot, and you got to wait a while for your oatmeal. Maybe he was in a hurry or something." And then your friend is like, oh, are you telling me that you do that shit too? You're giving me the ick. All of you giving me the ick right now. Get out of here. Everybody get out of here. Like the smallest shit ever. Dude, I got another video that's fucking crazy. Things I received the ick from. Okay, I gotta pause it. Things I received the ick from. The first one is put his head on my shoulder. Put your head on my shoulder. Okay, this is the song. This is her listening to that song. Put your head on my shoulder. Ew, turn that bull off. I'm getting the ick right now, dude. Cringe song. Dude, put his head on your shoulder and you're like, hey, I think you hate that guy. Hey, dump him then. Just like a small act of like intimacy and comfort, being like, you know what? I love this. I feel very comfortable around this person. I'm going to rest my head on their shoulder. Right? And then for this girl to be like, oh, that's so mean, dude. What's the next one? Couldn't do a cartwheel. Okay, I think she might be trolling. She has to be trolling. Because, like, I thought in my head the put his head on her shoulder thing was like a thing of like, that's not a very masculine thing to do, right? The girl puts her head on that shoulder. On the girl puts her head on the boy's shoulder. But then the next one is couldn't do a cartwheel. Like, that's not a very masculine thing, really. A cartwheel? Right? On some fucking gym bros just like cartwheeling their way to the gym. She's like, damn, that's the perfect man. I'm gonna cartwheel that guy right now, dude. That's Canadian slang for, you know, spinning game. You know, wheeling someone. So that was cartwheeling someone. That was the joke. Where my Ontario head's at, huh? You got that one? Jumped weird on the trampoline. Are you guys 5? What are you guys doing? What day were you like, let's do cartwheels and jump on the trampoline? You guys are in gymnastics class together or some shit? Jumped weird. Okay, how do you jump weird on the trampoline? Was his dick out the whole time? That would be weird. That's a weird way to jump. If his dick and balls were hanging, or just his balls were hanging out of his shorts. That's weird. But, okay, called me his kitty cat. Okay, that's pretty valid. He sniffed loudly. He sat cross-legged. Okay, like, I think you not only hate your boyfriend, I think you just hate boys. I think you just hate guys. Because those are just the most normal things ever. Yeah, this motherfucker drank water like fucking every day. I had to toss him to the curb. I had to throw his ass out. I had to eat his ass out. Or throw his ass out. Yeah, I mean, like, I think icks when you're first starting to see someone, they're valid for the most part, unless it's something small like, he like donates money to charity and shit. Like, that's, you know. But like to end a long relationship over icks, I don't think it was just that. I think there is other things that make you hate. I think there are big things that make you hate the little things that he does, right? That's so funny. There's also another one I saw where it's like when a guy gets out of a car and you can see the top of their butt crack. Is that an ick? Sorry, plumbers. Sorry, plumbers. These ladies got the icks for you. Okay, what are we at? Like 37 something? Okay, we could do some advice, or we could look at... I got a Gary V TikTok that's pretty funny. I feel like I've been reacting to shit this whole thing. You know what? Okay, let's get some advice going. Let's do an advice segment. We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. For my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Okay. So, if you don't know, this is the advice segment where I give advice on things, even though I'm not a professional, but I try my best. So this one comes from Sliverly Jimbo. Sliverly Jimbo from Arkansas. Thank you. Hey, Curtis, how do I sensitively tell my dad I don't want to go to his house on weekends anymore? For context, I am always extremely unhappy and uncomfortable when I go there, among many other problems he and I have. It's been a constant cycle of me putting in a lot of effort to make his and I's relationship work, and I am neither being reciprocated nor met in the middle on anything I try to do. I'm almost sure that I don't really love him, and I don't know how he could love me if he doesn't really know who I am and doesn't seem to want to. Not because I'm a disappointment, because there is no effort to. Okay. I'm also 18 now, so it's not like I legally have to go there anymore, but I need to say more than just, I'm 18, I can do what I want. This has been my life for the past 8 to 9 years. I'm tired and done trying. Please help. Oh, dude, I can give you some advice firsthand. I am also a child of divorce. So I think that's... And it is my fault. They broke up because they say it wasn't my fault, but it was. And I'm proud of it. No, I visited my dad every other weekend for years. And then this is the hack, dude. When I was slowly getting older and like wanting to just like stay in Hamilton where I lived and just like hang out with my friends and shit and just be a teenager and just like not go to fucking middle of nowhere for a weekend. So what happened, which really worked out, I got a job. I got a part-time job at McDonald's, and I worked on the weekends. And I mean, that was pretty much the nail in the coffin for the weekend trips. And it's not like I fucking hated my dad or anything. It's like I just didn't want to, I just wanted to stay at home, right? But I just got I got a job and I worked every weekend and I didn't have to. I was like, sorry, I can't. I have work. I'll see you when I see you. So that's like a fucking easy out. But if you don't want to get a job at McDonald's, I guess you could be like, I don't know. I mean, like, you could just be like, you could use the getting older thing. You could just be like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm just getting so busy with life. Like, I'm getting older, and I just, like, I think it'd be better for the both of us if I just, we slowed down the visits and I just stay home, right? And I think that's good. Because then that leaves it open. Because you're like, let's just slow it down. Right? And if there's one thing about dads, they won't make the effort. So you'll be fine. Next one. This one is next. Okay, this next one is super interesting. This one is from Lizzie Lopkins. So basically, there's a lot of pressure on me to be a Broadway actor, mostly from my family. I'm only 13 and I love doing theater, but it's not what I want to do with my life. I want to be a filmmaker. I love cinematography and I already feel enough like Abed from Community. Nice. Excuse me. Next year I'm going to high school and I've applied for 2 early college high schools because that's what everyone wants me to do. One school is more academically focused, while the other has an amazing film program. My parents really don't want me to get into the film program, even though it's what I'd prefer. I have a good chance of getting into both, but if I get into the smart people one, I'll be forced to do that to please my parents. My question, I guess, is should I give up my dreams to be an actor to avoid arguments with my parents, or should I just stop caring? All of this is so overwhelming. Okay. This one is very fascinating. Because usually the kids like want to be an actor. They want to be a Broadway actor or something, and then the family's like, no, you got to be a banker or a lawyer or a doctor. But this one, you want to be a filmmaker, but they're like, there's no careers. There's no careers in being a filmmaker. That's the dead-end job. You got to be a Broadway actor. That's so funny. And I'm not trying to like make fun of your fucking like crisis here, you know, your dilemma, but it is very rare for this problem to happen. Because usually the parents want like a stable job, but like, so, dude, Broadway actor, that is not a stable job. That is a hard thing to get into. I don't know why that's so funny, but I think honestly, this is just the classic dilemma, right? I think at the end of the day, judging by your parents, I think they'll come around to the idea of you being a filmmaker. If anything, a filmmaker is a way more stable job than a Broadway actor. You know what I mean? Because that's like what? How many Broadway things are there a year? Not a lot, right? So I think you should go to the film thing. Just don't care. Fuck, dude. It doesn't matter what your parents think. It does, especially when they're like, if they're helping you like pay tuition and shit. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you want to do, man. And that's another anecdotal advice. I dropped out of university to go to a college for comedy writing. Okay, and that's because that's what I wanted to do. That's what I had a feeling. I had a gut feeling. I was like, if I don't do this, I'll never do this. So I did it, and look at me now. It worked out. Okay, so I think you just got to say, you know what, fuck what your parents want you to do, and just do what you want to do. All right. They had their shot. Okay, they had their opportunity. I'm not throwing away my dream, Dad. I'm throwing away yours. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep busting it down sexual style over on the Patreon, but for this full episode, I'm gonna end it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you. And yeah, man. Sorry for the absence last week, but I was busy, all right? Busy doing shit for this podcast. Big shit coming soon, I swear to God. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yeah, be safe. Take care.